Alright guys, as promised, I said I was going to do a quick comparison between the new Impala and the old Impala. This is a 2010 Impala LTZ. This is a 2020 Impala V6 Premier, which is pretty much the top model that you can get now. So as you can see, the styling is still kind of similar. Both still have dual exhaust, except these ones are not real. They kind of just a trim, and the exhaust is that little tip back there. Where's my key? But if you look at the trunks, it has a huge trunk. It's 18.6 cubic feet of space. And I have a pretty big trunk organizer in there, and you can still fit, you know, multiple suitcases in there. This trunk does open by itself, and it is 18.8 cubic feet, so it is only just slightly bigger than what mine is. Now my exhaust tips are not stock. I did add them just to give it a little bit more of an aggressive look, and I changed the bow tie to black. I also changed my Impala symbol to black versus the silver, but you can see the similarities. You got the chrome trim on this one, chrome trim on this one, and on the door handles, since they're premium models. And looking at the interior, this is the interior of the older Impala. You do get the armrest at the back, which is pretty much useless because these cup holders are so skinny. They're not deep enough, so any corner you take, the drinks will fly everywhere. But I did add those pedals myself, and to say the car's 10 years old, that's the only wear on the seats. All the other seats look really nice, and I do have an aftermarket head unit, which is louder than the head unit in the other vehicle, and they both have Bose speakers, if you can see down there. But it's not bad. Definitely has cheaper material used around the console area. This stuff is real cheap. It's not very good, nice feeling. I changed the bow tie to kind of a carbon fiber look. And as you can see, the rear seats, everything's leather, and it does have a moonroof that opens up, whereas the other version does not. Take a look in the interior of the new one. It's much upgraded. Materials feel nice, feels great on the door handles. It's actually a really attractive car, and you get this brown piping on the seats. And the infotainment system in this is again, the front, it's a lot nicer than the other vehicle. Obviously it's newer. The steering wheel, as you can see, it's kind of still that same 4-spoke style steering wheel that you get in these Impalas, which I'm not a fan of. I prefer 3-spoke myself. But these seats are awesome. Very nice. They're extremely comfortable and firm. They're all electric. This car does not come with a sunroof. But it's a great comparison, old versus new. There's really, I mean, other than the materials being upgraded a lot, the car feels very similar. Like you can tell that the characteristics of the cars are the same. As you see, best turn that down before I get a copyright strike. But it's got a very nice screen to it. You got the radio, you got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Bluetooth, wireless charging. My car does have Bluetooth for your phone also, even before I got the aftermarket. And as I did mention, it does come with the Bose speakers down here. And my car, the LTZ, also comes with the Bose speakers. Let's take a quick look at the engine. Okay, so the older 2010 LTZ does come with a 3.9 litre V6 with 230 horsepower and 235 foot-pounds of torque. And it's actually a good engine, but the thing that makes this car slow is it comes with the old school 4-speed automatic versus the 2010's 3.6 litre V6, which has 305 horsepower and 264 pounds-feet of torque. So it's not to 60, it's 6.3 seconds versus my car's like 7 or 8 seconds. But in the mid-range, the power on this car is actually pretty decent. You see, you do have LED lights down here in the bumper for this one, and then projector lights, and that horrible gold Chevy bow tie that I hate. And then if you look at my car, you see that I have a bow tie delete, so I totally changed the grille, and it does come with regular fog lights and aftermarket headlights is what I got for mine. And they both come with tower strut braces. I mean, hard to put my words out, but basically you don't have a prop rod, which is always a good feature on these cars. Side by side, looking at the wheels, the LTZ comes with these 18-inch alloy wheels, which are pretty attractive. Once again, I blacked out the bow tie, and it does come with the LTZ badge down the side, but I added that aftermarket. On the other hand, these wheels are 19-inch, and they're 245 35 R19s, whereas mine are actually, where is it? 235 40 18. But originally it came with 50, but I got a little bit of a skinnier sidewall on the side. So these are definitely not as big of a wheel and nice of a tire setup as what these ones are. But both cars have wonderful wheels on them. Let's take a profile look at the 2010. It's an attractive car. We'll take a look at the side of the I'm sorry, I said that other one was the 2010. It's the 2020. This is the 2010. Once again, both the same color. Mine is kind of dirty, hasn't been washed. Both cars do have remote start. So all you gotta do is hold the lock button, press and hold bottom right. Car starts up. Pretty simple. Lights do turn on when you do the remote start. Same thing with my car. Press the lock button, press and hold the top one, and as you can hear, I got aftermarket exhaust on mine. Both cars are turned on, but the only one that you can hear is mine. So if you, I'm gonna go get gas for my car, but if you're in the market for a new car, I'm gonna do a full review. I'm gonna do a full review of the 2020 Impala, and then I'm also gonna do a full review of my Impala, which is the 2010. And then guys who are in the market for a new car can judge whether they want a new vehicle or not. And guys who are in the market for an old car can see if this is an option. By the way, my car does have a backup camera too. It does not have trajectory, so sorry, the sun's blocking it, but so when you turn the steering wheel, as you can see, the lines do not move. But I will say this, I added this aftermarket. It's a very easy add, and I would do it again in a heartbeat because it's useful at times, but the resolution on this is very good. It's much better, much higher resolution than the one in the 2010. And also, as I mentioned before, this car does come with the Bose speakers, and it does have the old school dual climate control, so it does have some fairly nice features. It's not just a box standard Impala like what the law enforcement has. It does have a little extra going for it. There's another thing. I do have a heads-up display there, which I just have it on miles per hour, but it can actually show you oil temperature and some other cool little features. But this is very useful. You don't want to have it turned up too bright, because if you do, you get glare in the nighttime. So just have it turned down, and it's awesome. It's very accurate. It's exactly the same speed as the speedo back here, if you take a look, as the analog speedo. Anyway, this is not yet the full review of the 2010. I'll do that in a separate video. But thanks for watching the comparison. Comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.